Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another Ramble Session. I hope y'all are doing well. Today, what I'm working on during this Ramble Session are some painted circles, and I absolutely love doing these. The original idea, where I got the idea from, is the very talented Cat Hand, and I will link her tutorial below. These painted circles are so fun to do. They are easy to do. You can, use up some of your craft paints that you don't use all too much. And sorry for my chair. And the painted circles, what I love about them is they are, did I already say this? They're so versatile. Like, I have used them in my artwork. I have used them on my journal pages. I have used them in junk journals. I have even made stickers out of them and used them as envelope seals. So, and I've sent them out in Happy Mail for other people to use however they wish. So, I'm not really doing a tutorial. Like I said, I'm just working on this while I ramble to you. Today, I am going to do a whole ton of these, I think, because one of the other great things you can do with these is change up your color palette so that it matches, or goes with whatever you want to use the circles for. Now, these circles are all in fallish or autumnal colors, so that's what I'm going to be using these for. I think I'm probably going to end up sending a lot out in Happy Mail. And I just use regular craft paint, Here it is. This is apple barrel. I have old soy paint from wherever. Let's see. Yeah. I have this one here, which is Ceram Coat. This is black. So I just used up my old craft paint. And then I put the circles on music text or book text, whatever, just old paper. And I have, my palette here. So each color I'm using, I put in a Q-tip, and that's how I draw my circles and concentric circles. So there's that. And then for these are almost finished right here. For these, I use, let me show you, a toilet paper roll. And then I just put a glob of, whatever paint I want to do on the outside. Usually it's a darker color of the palette that I'm using. In this case, I'm using brown. And then the last step will be to sprinkle with a fan brush. You wet up some of the paint. I water it down a little bit, and then I just sprinkle little dots all over, and they come out just super cute. Here's some other ones that I had made a long time ago, and these were like pastel colors. And then I love the black, the contrast of the black with the pastel colors. Now, again, like these I would use for springtime because they're pastel-y colors, or you could use them in a mixed media art project, or, anything you want, really. Excuse me, there's Fred. And again, sorry. I had made these last week, and yeah. These I made for my travel journal because the colors of my travel journal are like, green and brown and kind of muted tones, I guess. Blues, olive greens, things like that. And then I just put them on sticker paper so that all I have to do is peel them and stick them. So yeah, they're super fun to make. Here's the pile of them that I made last week. So I can use these in my travel journal, or I can send them out in Happy Mail, or whatever the case is. I'm also going to, I do believe, let me just work while I yammer. I think I'm also going to make some, for Christmas, for the Christmas season. These are all for fall. And then I do believe I'm going to use some of my greens and red and white I do believe I did that last year, but I don't know. I don't think I have any more left to show you. But yeah, I just use, different colors of green. Excuse me. I use different, well, not different colors of red because, let's face it, there's red. So, yeah. So I'm working my way through these, and like I said, I mean, they're super fun. Today, I'm really not feeling very creative, and doing these circles is just like really, they are fun to do, but they're, it's nice because they're just monotonous kind of things, you just keep stamping and putting more paint on, and it's just a fun, relaxing kind of thing when you just don't really feel like doing much else in the art room. So that's what I'm doing today. Got back last night from the Hideaway. We had gone down there, and we're doing post-Irma cleanup. So yeah, my husband and I had some trees that had been uprooted. So we had to chop those up, and then we had to go over to the bungalow, make sure that everything was all set and ready over there, because yesterday one of the renters came in last night, so to make sure all of that was ready to go, beds were made, everything was clean, that kind of stuff. So we did that. And yeah, I think that all the work that we did this weekend has just really caught up with me. And I really don't want to make it a bed day. I really don't. So I decided to come in here and do some of these circles because they're fun to do. And they give me a chance to, make something creative while not really having to put very much thought into it, if you know what I mean. So yeah. Otherwise, I'm staying pretty up to date with my Fibonacci, which is amazing. As most of you know, or if you've been on my channel, like this summer was just so super busy, and I was so behind with my Fibonacci. So, I don't know. I just didn't get... at one point, I think I was like almost a month behind. I was like 20 pages behind. It was absolutely ridiculous. And then finally, I just said to myself, you know what? Just be done with it. So, I've always said in the past, like, I don't like blank pages. And this summer, it wasn't going to happen. Like, I just was not going to get those pages done. So, I just said, forget it. Okay, now, let's see. Now I have to do the splatters, which is, I have a love-hate relationship with splatters because the splatters tend to get everywhere. Everywhere. And I'm not sure what color I want to do the splatters. I don't know. Maybe I just want to do like a light beige color. Maybe I'll try that. I don't know. All right. Sorry, I'm like mumbling to myself. We'll see how that looks first, I guess. So I take my fan brush, and I know you can't see me, and I'm sorry, but I dip it into the watered down paint. See, it's got some paint on it. And then I attempt. See, when you do that, it gets everywhere. It's been so long since I've done this that, that it seriously gets everywhere. Do I like that? Yeah, I guess I do. That's good enough. Come on now. Now it's not flicking and... Anyhow. All right, let's see if that'll work. Now it's flicking everywhere but where I want it to flick, of course, right? Life story there. I'm not sure I like that. So, why don't we do this? I think we are going to go with a little bit of darker brown. Water that down some. Mix it together. And see what happens with that. Shall we? Oh, like I said, it just ends up splattering everywhere except where I want it to splatter. Oh well, that's all right. Anywho, yeah, so some of these are really dark. I might have to go in and just like redo some. I don't know. These are probably off camera. I apologize. This one's pretty much done. Anyway, yeah, I mean, you know, at first they kind of look like just a mess, but when you get them cut out and, you know, the circles, when you get them all cut out and all finished, I really do enjoy the way that they look. Look at my hands now. Oh, I'm just going to be a splattered mess. Yeah, they're just super quick and easy to do, and they're fun to do. And, you know, they don't take long at all, which I am all about that, let me tell you what. I like to just be able to start something and finish it. I've said it before. That is like what I enjoy doing. Starting a project and finishing it and not having to, you know, wait for things to dry or, you know, anything like that. These things, you know, they're really quick drying. They have a really quick drying time. I don't have any water in here. Oy. Oh, well. Yeah, they have a really quick drying time, and they're just super duper easy to make. And I really enjoy the way that they come out. I really do. So I would like to do some, did I already mention? Yeah, I want to do some Christmas ones, and I also want to do some like winter ones, you know, because I do have, you know, different color blues and stuff. And honestly, you can make a whole rainbow of these things, you know. You can make pink, a bunch of pink ones, varying, you know, varying colors, or yeah, what am I saying? You know, like various colors of pink, you know, or various colors of green, or various colors of teal, or whatever the case is. Or you can make some, you know, more like these that are kind of like rainbowish. Or I think I'm going to try to use my Dilutions paints because these are just so bright and vivid. I think I might try to use those just to make up some really colorful ones. For the fall ones, again, I've just used the toilet paper roll with brown paint on that to stamp my end circles. I really enjoy black. I think, you know, like I said, like with these, I think the contrast is just so pretty. So anyhow, what else has been going on? Yeah, we've been busy just cleaning up post Irma. I'll let you guys look at my circles. What else have we been doing? Not much else, I can tell you that right now. And like I said, I'm so tired, and probably just all the work and everything has just really been catching up with me. And I seriously do not want it to be a bed day. That I just don't want that to happen. Maybe later in the afternoon I'll go and, you know, lay down for a bit and have my guilty pleasure, which currently is watching Downton Abbey. So yeah, I need to get started. I keep saying this. I need to get started on my travel journal, which, sorry for the reach, but I had finally printed out some pictures of our family vacation. And so yeah, I really want to get that started, but I'll tell you what, it's a daunting task, and I keep putting it off and putting it off. I still have all my notes from the vacation, and everything's still pretty fresh in my mind, and I have got a gob of ephemera that I collected along the way. The thing is, and I have been watching YouTube videos on travel journals and how people do them, and, you know, there's so many people that I just love their style, and like their layering style and all of that. But that is so intimidating to me. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing. And so, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I think I'm just going to start tearing and sticking and gluing and stapling and I don't know, and writing, and just see where it takes me. Also, I know, like, a lot of you probably know Gina on the Rebookery. Her Etsy store is going to be opening here in October soon, and I love her style. So if you have not seen Gina on the Rebookery channel, I'll link her below as well. She just does phenomenal work on, like, she makes her own books, she rebooks them, hence the name of her channel, Rebookery. She has beautiful like old books that she repurposes and lots of different papers, and she sews things into it in fabric, and it's just gorgeous. And I'm sorry if I'm shaking you about. And I just love her style. So I've been like watching her videos and everything. And one of the things she's inspired me to do is I have like bins of photographs, like, don't we all, right? Old photographs, 4x6 photographs of, and actually I think they were just doubles of the photos that I would put into photo albums. And when I get the time, as if, but I can dream, right? A girl can dream. What I want to do with those is make a book similar to Gina's books. Excuse me. And I want to make a type of junk journal and just throw in a bunch of different papers, make signatures, sew them in, and have the book be in no particular order, but just use the stuff that I have, decorate the pages, pick out a photo of, like one that comes to mind right now is this beautiful photo I have of my two gems outside. We were studying plants that year, and I don't even know how old they were. They must have been 5 and 7 maybe. And it's just the most beautiful picture of them out in the backyard holding up their radishes that they had grown, and they were so pleased with themselves. And so I just love that. And looking back at those pictures, it does conjure up so many sweet memories. So that's what I want to do. There's not going to be any rhyme or reason to it. It's not going to be a specific D in time. It's not going to be, the whole book in general. It's just going to be a book of memories. And there might be baby pictures in there. There might be prom pictures in there. Who knows? But just as I look at the pictures, I want to document my feelings about those pictures, where we were, what we were doing, how I felt, all that kind of stuff. And so, yeah, I think that'll be a really fun project if, in fact, I ever get to it. It's on my dream list. On my hope list? I don't know. It's on a list somewhere. Anyway, so yeah, I think I'm just going to continue to relax at my desk today and make some fall-ish, autumnal circles, as well as some winter circles and Christmas circles, because I've got to get back on my Happy Mail bandwagon. I need to get back onto that and start sending out Happy Mail. That was one of my goals this year. This summer really just put a wrench into my my art time and my craft time and my Happy Mail time. So yeah, I need to send out some Happy Mail. And anywho, other than that, I'm going to get going on the rest of my circles. I'm going to start some laundry as usual. And yeah, I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for sticking it out with me and catching up with me. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. And I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.